What's up, Street Thugs? Brigg here, and this is an Invul Super Strength tank.
Oh no, he's right there! Oh, God!
So finally, I've made an invulnerable super strength tank, one of the most common tanks that's ever been played since the beginning of City of Heroes. I finally put one together. I always try to do something a little different than invulnerability and super strength. It's because it's so common, so I try to be different. But it is one of the most popular ones, so why not do a build for it? So my goal for this one is just unbelievable defense, try to get resistance across the board, and I came pretty damn close. And as always, remember, these are just guides. They are not designed for you to pick and choose exactly as it is. Pick and choose as you go. There are a lot of ways that you could tweak this build. This is what I ended up putting together. Remember to adjust based on your playstyle, not mine. So let's go ahead and go over the numbers here. You can see that the defense is just across the board pretty much. I've got smashing, lethal, fire and cold, energy, negative energy. Almost got psionic up there too. Also got melee as a backup over 45%. So all those are well over 45%. You're going to be dodging pretty much everything. And then we're jumping over to resistance. As you can see, smashing, lethal, fire, cold, energy. I did have it 90%, but I was trying to increase my psi a little bit, my psi resistance, so I lost a little bit. It's gonna jump to 90 once you're around mobs and stuff because I do have scaling on, plus any other buffs you get from other people, but it will be at 90. I have toxic at 90 and psionic at 70%. So you are going to be just a powerhouse, just dodging everything and resisting everything that actually gets through. So it's going to be a beast. Granted, it's not going to be the most high damage of characters, but still you're going to be resisting pretty much everything. We'll go ahead and jump over here. You're going to have haste is only 148%. You will have dull pain pretty much perma though. On status here, knockbacks at 10, repels at 10. And then of course all your resistances, which comes with invulnerable, so a lot of those powers there. So you're going to be set up very nicely. You even have a debuff resistance of 25%. The defense debuff resistance is huge, so that's awesome. It's only 25%, but still, that's big. So let's go ahead and look at our total powers over here in the power sets. So over in invulnerability, we have temp invulnerability, dull pain, resist elements, unyielding, resist energies, invincibility, and tough hide. I did not take unstoppable. I'm not a fan of unstoppable. If you want to take it, that is up to you. Or jump over here to super strength. I've got jab, haymaker, taunt, knockout blow, rage, and foot stomp. And then for our power pull sets, I have leaping, I have super jump, and combat jumping. And then over here in concealment, for just the extra luck of the gamblers, I have stealth and invisibility. Pretty much they're all mules. Leadership, I have maneuvers. Fighting, I have boxing, tough, and weave. And then for the epic power pull set, I took Fire Mastery for Char, Fire Blast, and Fireball. Typically, I like to take Moon Mastery. The reason I did this is because of Char. The set bonus I was able to put in the set was able to increase some of the powers I needed, some of the weaknesses I had, so that's why I took it. And for my incarnate powers, I have Resilient for my alpha, and that is just to cap out the resistances a little bit more. Ageless Core Epiphany, again, for the endurance. Diamagnetic Radial Flawless to help out the group with a -2 hit debuff and a minus regeneration debuff on the targets. And then, of course, Support Radial Embodiment. This one was mainly to help the group out because this one gives you plus damage, plus accuracy, plus defense, and then it gives you a special. So this specifically is just mainly a meat shield just to help out the group. So let's go ahead and jump over here to the powers. So for temp invulnerability, we have Impervium Armor. That's for the psi resistance, because remember, we are trying to focus on getting as much of that up as we can. We got Gladiator's Armor for the 3% defense. Steadfast Protection, again, 3% defense. This power alone has 6% already. And of course, we have Aegis, Psionic, Status Resistance. Both are huge. Come down here to jab, just took an accuracy. You can do whatever you want to. Dull pain, I have 2 of the standard invention origin enhancements just to get your recharge up. This will be probably recharging around 105, 110 seconds, and it lasts 2 minutes, 120 seconds. Combat jumping, just to have a luck of the gambler recharge. And then of course I have the reactive defenses for scaling damage resist. Come down here to resist elements. I have all 6 of the unbreakable guards, and that is because I wanted that sixth one, which is resistance to fire and cold. It also has resistance to psionic and toxic. Come down here to unyielding. We have 5 of the unbreakable guards. I've stacked, there's a lot of powers where we've stacked a lot of things like that, but for unyielding we have unbreakable guards, all but of course the proc one, which we can add again, the unique one I should say. Taunt, we have 2 perfect zingers. That is for that 2.25 toxic psionic resistance. Again, for resist energies, 5 of the unbreakable guards, same thing. Come up here to super jump. I have all 3 of the winter's gifts. I took that mainly because I had an extra spot. I might as well boost your speed a little bit, get you some quickness to you, as well as some slow resistance. And then come down here to stealth, luck of the gambler, recharge mule. Over here to invincibility, again, luck of the gambler. This time I also have 4 of the shield walls. This is where it's going to get expensive again. And this is for that 4.5 for energy and negative energy resistance. Shield walls are going to be definitely necessary to get your energy and negative energy resistance up. Knockout blow, all of the hecatombs, and that is because, again, toxic and psionic damage. That is what we're going for. Maneuvers, all shield walls. And not only are you getting a big old huge chunk of energy resistance, you're also getting a big chunk of your toxic resistance and a 5% resist all. So you're getting a massive dose of resistance right here. Okay, come down here, grant invisibility. Again, this is a mule power. It's just a luck of the gambler recharge. Tough hide, luck of the gambler recharge, plus the 4 of your shield walls again for your 4.5 resistance to energy. Boxing, I just have an accuracy. You can do whatever you want to. Tough, we have the 5 unbreakable guards again, the same thing we did in both unyielding and resist elements. Weave, we have 4 of the shield walls again 4.5 for energy and resistance. Char, we have all 6 of the unbreakable constraint purples, and this gives you 6% for toxic and psionic, plus 6% for your fire. It also gives you some recharge as well. Foot stomp, we have all 6 of the superior gauntleted fists. This one will give you 6% for energy and negative, smashing and lethal, and I believe there's one more in there, fire. Yeah, so fire. So quite a bit. I wish it would have given you some toxic, but it doesn't. It also gives you 5% for melee, so that's great as well. Come down here to fire blast. I have 2 of the superior winter's bites. Not really going for a damage at this point, but this one does give you 6% for resistance, and I also added in decimation, which is a chance for buildup, so you can at least build up your damage a little bit as long as you keep that fire blast in your rotation. Fireball, all 6 of the Ragnaroks, again another purple set, very expensive build. So far we've got 3 purple sets that are all 6, so this is going to be expensive. But this gives you 6% fire, and again 6% for your toxic and psionic, and it gives you 10% recharge. So definitely a necessary evil to get all 6 of those. Haymaker, we only took 5 of the superior might of the tanker, and that is because the 6th one is just a smashing and lethal, and we are way over on smashing and lethal. But this one does give you again 6% for psionic and toxic, as well as 10% for recharge. Rage, I just threw in a chance for buildup. You can do whatever you want to. If you wanted to just do like a regular recharge IO, that is up to you. For health, I just tossed in a miracle, and then stamina, of course, I just have a regular IO endurance modifier. Obviously, if you wanted to stick in the proc in there for the chance for endurance, that is up to you. I've always been in favor of just putting in IO in there. Like I said, it's totally up to you. You can tweak however you want to, but that is the Invul SS Invulnerability Super Strength tank. As you saw earlier, it is a beast. It is super high defense, super high resistance, almost across the board. I feel like there are ways to push that even further. You may have to sacrifice some more stuff, but there is a good chance you can get that psionic all the way up to 90. You're only 20% away and only like 5% away on energy. Totally possible. I think it can be done, but I wanted to make sure I keep defense up because I'm a big advocate of defense. I think defense is just as important as resistance, if not more. But thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all your support. If you haven't seen yet, or if you haven't noticed, my channel did get accepted into the YouTube partner program, so that is great news. I'm really excited about that. I am officially a professional YouTuber, not full-time obviously, because you know that does take time and I do have a full-time job, but I'm really excited. Remember, I'm just a guy in front of a camera just recording videos. I had a crazy idea about making a Comic-Con fire farm with superheroes, and it got really popular. You guys are what made this happen. You guys are what made my channel what it is. You guys paved the road to get to the partner program. So thank you guys so much. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I will see you again soon. Stay golden and take care. Bye-bye.